and welcome back to Shakespeare's Coffee Break, the daily show discussing all that is best in life over coffee. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I am on my coffee break. Let's get in a nice, noisy, obnoxious slurp with it right now, too. That is some good internet audio right there. You are welcome, internet. Well, I hope that you have had a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed my show yesterday with T.J. Miller, who is a co-owner of a Renaissance Fair, the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. Go send him some love right now as well. But I am bringing on not just another performer, but another co-owner of another Renaissance Fair. I know! It's like I'm collecting the whole set. Am I only bringing on people who I'm sucking up to, saying, hey, please put me in your show. I would love it. It would make me happy. I don't know. Do you know? My ways are mysterious and infinite, and we shall find out together. But you can also let me know in the comments, and I'm going to go over and read some to myself and also to our guest today, who is the inimitable, the one, the only, the ginger-tastic Daniel GreenWolf.
Oh, hello, all of you. Thank you. That's the most applause I've heard in months.
You're so sexy. Have my babies.
I am.
Have my babies.
Yes, please. No, go on. Really, I need this.
That is a fancy mug you're drinking out of. What is that?
This beautiful creature is exactly as it seems. I got this from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, back when you could still go to Vegas. And I've had this mug for years, and I love it because it is big and it fits my frothy, delicious drinks.
Oh, very good. Now, when I said that looked fancy, that was only from afar, just like Vegas is.
Exactly.
Vegas is fancier.
Very cheap. It ran about $1.95.
Just
believe.
Like Vegas.
Just like Vegas.
Just like Vegas. I love it.
But the listener does.
Daniel GreenWolf, my friend, how are you, sir?
Oh, in my own little corner of hell. But it is a delightful corner, and there are comfortable pillows. And that's
really? How comfortable are those pillows?
Oh, these are so nice. I mean, I'm sitting in the one comfortable area of my recording studio right now. We get one corner of comfort, which is this part of the couch. Thank you, IKEA, not sponsoring us. Get on it. So I'm getting to sit here and relax with you while I deal with all of the other deals. You're damn right I have comfortable pillows, and you know that.
That's the benefit of this format and this show is, especially if I mute myself and I just put you into the single, you don't necessarily know what I'm doing, and I'm just typing out new hashtags.
That's true. I try my best. I'll make sure we're not echoing inside there, anyone, right? And make sure everyone in the chat hears us all nice and clear.
Yeah. And let's make search sure. What are the people saying about us right now? I just clicked out of the wrong window. I just clicked out of the wrong window. Why did I do that, Shakespeare? Why do you hate yourself so very much right now?
I blame.
Oh, I don't know. I do. I blame the internet every day. Actually, it's a thing. But you know what? As the internet has also become my only means of livelihood right now, I have a love-hate relationship with the internet, which must be, mollified.
Oh yeah. No. It's completely love-hate relationship in every conceivable way. But I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated by what we can do with this creature. And it's been fun so far seeing what we can do. I've been doing a lot of live shows and things recently, and that's really been an adventure. We'll say that.
Oh, very good. And are you enjoying doing the live internet shows? I mean, you don't get the audience immediacy feedback, but
you do. On some level you do though, because you get the live chat in the comments, and you get to send things through, and with the shows that we're doing. We've kind of set up a system where we can see the chat on screen, so people can see their comments on the screen during the show, and it makes life much easier.
Well, there we go. So let's see. I have some wonderful people commenting right now. Adam Gentry is saying that your mug is a quality mug right there. Is it though?
Thank you. It is definitely the best money that Vegas will have left after you're done visiting Vegas. Because
you know what? In that case, it is quality. It is quality then. He also says Shakespeare's words rarely mean just one thing. Yeah, often they mean two things. or even
He is
3.
the master of double and triple entendre. In fact, so much so that often you have no idea what he was trying to say in the first place.
I half the time don't, and then other people put the meaning on. My friend Susan Hill says the masks have made their return. Yes, my sock and buskin. There we go, right there. Comedy tragedy.
I, funny. I also have a mask up there. I've got my little green man mask that I've got right up there.
Ooh,
so,
ooh! I have another mask. I have another mask right here. What? Why? Oh,
that's a very different mask. I don't know if we should be seeing that.
It is.
That's an
OnlyFans
thing, I think. I'm just saying. That is.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like when I put this on, I'm about to go play Quidditch.
I feel like you're about to put that on. You need a safe word, but yeah, sure. No, Quidditch too. Yeah.
Oh goodness
gracious. The safe word is snitch. I'm sorry.
The safe word is Shakespeare. And Meadow Perry says that we are coming through nice and clear. There's no echoes.
Oh, so, good. I like when that happens.
And Susan Hill up in Canada is also quite jealous of your ginger mane of hair, she says.
Why, thank you. It took years of genetics to get this right. My parents went through 2 sons and failed miserably, and then they got to me, and they finally got it right. Tried it again.
Oh, see?
Failed again.
But look at you. You're obviously then the perfect genetic experiment.
I am the recessive gene incarnate. Yes.
See, there you go. Well done. Oh, now, so when we were saying about Renaissance fairs, Adam Gentry is also, he is commenting a lot here. He is saying it's going to be such an adjustment when everyone starts performing live again. Like, oh, right, I forgot you can see me even when I'm not talking.
See, so it's not like for me, because I'm desperately trying to beg human beings for their love and adoration at all times of the day. So it's really not the same once it all comes back.
It really does. It's just I don't hear people for this.
Yeah.
But doing this daily show, it's wonderful. I'm working on my core audience, hoping to build it, and all sorts of other things. Brian Harvard. Hello, Brian.
By the way. You're so much better than I am. I'm supposed to do a weekly podcast, the GreenWolf Podcast, and I do. Yep. I get it. It's not as good. I don't get it out as often as I want to, and I really need to. We're doing a bunch of episodes. We're getting them all up this week to kind of make up for my failings in April.
I'm doing a similar thing.
It's terrible. I feel so, and you're like, oh, and anybody who's like, well, now you don't have any excuse because the thing, like, no, I got plenty of excuse. It's called depression. Oh, yeah. Get into it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. There's the normal self-loathing and lack of motivation that I have as an artistic type.
I know.
And then there's the ennui. The French were correct in making that ennui that set in with this whole pandemic nonsense. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's the, did I really pick the right career field to go into? When we're here in 2020 and everything is canceling, like we just got word today that the main Renaissance Fair is closing, and that was going to be at the end of July.
Yeah. So, I actually, and in fact, there was one very dumb Renaissance Fair that was going to try to open this weekend, and I fought very hard to make sure that was well known, and now it is closed. Yeah, so good.
You know what? I'm just going to put all the credit on your shoulders. Yours alone.
I'm not going to put the credit on my shoulders at all. However, I do. There were people.
I'm going to blame you. I'm going to say, Daniel GreenWolf, shut this mother down. And that is just what I'm going to tell everyone.
I'm fine with that. I would be, if that was the case, if my post made somebody call the local sheriff's office and just inquire as to whether these folks are up to code, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
All right.
I'm very. I don't mean to be so controversial on your coffee break.
No, you know what? It's all right. Controversy happens. My friend Brian Harvard, a co-owner of the Connecticut Renaissance Fair, which would hopefully, fingers crossed, is still going to be happening this fall. He's saying, I see how it is. I mean, he's like, oh, I think it's because I have you and not him on. Brian, you can come on whenever you want, my friend.
It's true.
So I want to bring you on next week.
I would love to see Brian do an interview. I don't think I've seen him do a lot of public interviews.
Brian,
get on
Brian is just hard to track down with his free time because he and I do an itinerant podcast together. Speaking of itinerant podcasts, called Talking Trek.
Ah, well, that's why.
Where we talk Trek a lot.
So anger and fury come with that easily.
I mean, and what we make up for in lack of number of episodes, we make up for with the duration of each episode. Because I think we have one episode that probably we just go for about 2.5 hours.
That's
talking
Pete
everything
Holmes
we
level.
love.
That's Pete Holmes level style stuff. That's
awesome.
It
really is. You made it weird. You made it weird right there. No, you
By the way, Stewart, and I just want to throw it out there in case this is not completely clear, because the Connecticut Renaissance Fair goes on, crossing fingers, hopefully end of September, October. I believe they're taking up the weekends there. And on behalf of the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair, we are so pulling for you on every conceivable level. We want you to open so badly. So we love you out there, CTRF and Brian. So please, our hearts are with you guys. Because you're also a canary, so if you die, it's for us.
Oh goodness! I mean, and it's just a thing of also when we are able to move about the country again and have large social gatherings. Because at this moment, New York State, upstate, not the city, so upstate where I live, we are set to start reopening in 2 weeks' time on May 15th, and.
Well, that's partly because there's about 3 people for every 100 miles upstate.
Yeah. However, a lot of those people, and I love you, upstate New York, a lot of those people are stupid. And we do stupid things up here. And it scares me. But when we are safely able to regather in larger groups, so what I believe it is that a lot of the non-essential businesses are going to be reopening. We're going to be able to have small boutiques and barbershops, whatever, open, but that you can't really cram a ton of people in there.
No.
When you have a Renaissance fair again, when you have the Renaissance fair again, it is it's hundreds, it's thousands, tens of thousands sometimes of people, and we have to be real ultra careful. So hopefully Connecticut is able to open. And not just for my sake, but for all of the vendors, the performers, the artisans, the actors that do this, and so
absolutely. And what's funny is that this is where being from Connecticut really does help matters, and people don't realize it because Connecticut is one of the better states. They did this based on the data they had. That Connecticut overall is one of the states that are being better about social distancing, and that's what happens. When you have a bunch of white people, they don't want to be around each other anyway. So a bunch of wasps, generally, they sit at giant tables and they sit very far apart from each other normally. 6 feet. I mean, in some families, 6 feet apart is foreplay. So it's really exciting that they've been ready for this for a long time. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that just prompted a new hashtag. Hashtag Daniel GreenWolf's views do not reflect this show.
All right, very well. My views don't reflect Shakespeare's. He doesn't want Connecticut Ren Fair to open. I think that's weird, but all right. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, he thinks people should open up right now. It's very weird. I don't know.
Where are you getting? Why are the people in the group now siding with you? That is so weird. Now, audience, no, don't believe the ginger. This is weird.
I love you all so much.
Oh my God. Well,
I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you.
We didn't even start talking about what you do other than cast slander and aspersions and quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain onto my character. But we are going to have to pause at that.
That's perfect.
Stop
right now. Stop right this
We have to stop right now. Oh my God. We're going to stop right now and pay some bills for just a moment, friends. Oh my gosh. I hope you are enjoying this as much as me. But Hill Storage and Rigging Company in Middletown, Pennsylvania, no relation to friend of the show, Susan Hill, Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your equipment is in skilled and experienced hands with services from our machine movers and erectors in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Established in 1967, Hill Storage and Rigging Company is a family-owned and operated full-service millwright serving industries in the mid-Atlantic states and beyond. They are a woman-owned small business. You can contact them Monday through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. by calling 717-944-7676. That number again is 717-944-7676. Saturdays and Sundays, they are available by appointment only. You can visit them at hillrigging.com. That's Hill Rigging, RIGGING.com. Hill Storage and Rigging Company. No job too large or too small. And if you would like to sponsor the podcast, you can do so. You can simply drop me an email at shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. That's shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. Let me know if you just want to throw embarrassingly large amounts of money at me, and I will talk about your stuff. I will. Yeah, you want people to go off and get, thigh implants? I don't even know why you would need that. But, I'll sell it for you. I will. Shakespeare at shakespeareapproves.com. But let's get back into the show. I just muted myself. Oh, my God, that was weird. Let's get back into the show with our guest, Daniel.
Oh, now I'm not muted. There we go. Thank God.
You were muted. I muted myself. It was weird.
I know. I knew what it was.
I get it. Yeah. Daniel, the ginger murderer GreenWolf. Oh, my God.
I love you. I love you dearly. Yeah. I'm not murdering anybody. I'm being very, very nice. I'm checking the chat right near. Oh, they say Shakespeare has no shame. Of course, we can't have shame. Are you kidding me?
That was a hashtag too. Shakespeare has no shame. Dave Dickey, thank you for that hashtag.
It's true.
We're gonna put it up here. Yeah,
it's true because none of us do.
But we're gonna make it Elizabethan here. Yeah.
Is it half? Are you halving it? Half.
I am halving it.
Shakespeare half no shame.
I am going halfway. That is what I'm doing.
There we go. Listen, let me tell you something. There is something about going half and half, and it really is. It's just a nice thing in general.
Do you drink your coffee black, or do you put half and half in it?
I'm a pansy. I mean, are you kidding me? No. I have a milk frother. This is almond milk, and I use. Yeah, no. I make myself a latte every day.
Lattes aren't being a pansy. Latte is drinking espresso with foamed frothed milk. But if you're putting half and half in it, then it's different.
Exactly. That would be different. I should be more specific. I don't generally get to do. We don't have an espresso machine. Internet, get on it. But we do. I guess it's an Americano. Is the steamed milk with the regular coffee? I never remember these things. I'm terrible.
No. Americano is espresso with so you put the shots of espresso in with hot water. American GIs created it during World War II when they were over in France and Italy.
Okay. So then no. So it's not an Americano. So it's regular coffee with the steamed milk as opposed to espresso. Because I would like that. We have a rich brew on our setting, but we don't have an espresso machine. Internet, very nice. Yeah. Get on it.
You want the internet to make you or send you?
You're more than welcome to send. You can send it to Daniel GreenWolf. Anywhere. You literally just put it in the mail with Daniel GreenWolf on it. It will get to me. It's fine.
Just like Santa Claus. Very nice.
Yeah. I'm like a young Santa.
Only if you watch the Rankin Bass version where it was Mickey Rooney and he had red hair. You meant to say if you watch the historical document. That's what you meant to say. Oh, I didn't realize that we had crossed into Galaxy Quest territory where all of our entertainment is historical.
No. It's just that regular. That's the only version that really matters of any of those. Let's be fair. Rudolph.
Oh, Santa Claus the movie. Santa Claus the movie.
What? Tim Allen?
Dudley Moore. No.
Dudley Moore's version.
Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow, who was
John Lithgow,
an evil toy seller.
Speaking of John Lithgow, we just got through. Bella GreenWolf is currently going through for the first time the entire series of Dexter, and we just got through the John Lithgow season, and he's a delightful, horrible person.
Nice. That's how I felt about him whilst watching Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I actually
Sylvester Stallone movie.
I played John Lithgow's character from Footloose when I was in high school. I played Reverend Shaw Moore.
Did you do it like this?
No, not
Campbell
like
Select. Get your soup now.
That's a different thing altogether. Isn't that Patrick Stewart going through a drive-through? I can't remember. I am Patrick Stewart, star of TV Star Trek: The Next Generation and When the Lion Roars. Anyways.
Why are you doing a Sean Connery impression saying that you're so Patrick Stewart?
Because Patrick Stewart's pretending to be a French dude with an English accent. I'm just saying there's a lot of problems already.
No. See, the whole thing is the British were so very upset about Brexit that many of them moved to France en masse. And they just retained all of their Englishness, all the Scottishness per se, so that when we meet him again in the first episode of Star Trek Picard, and he is speaking French to his bulldog number one, he says, "Yes, we are practicing French," because he might be legally French, but his family's not French.
It's not exactly.
They changed the name from Pickett to Picard to sound more French, and that's what they did.
And by the speaking, and I'm going right on this tangent wagon. Patrick Stewart
everybody, we're on a tangent.
Reading the Shakespeare sonnets. Come on now.
Oh, how great is that?
This is art. It's so gorgeous. And he won't read some of them because he doesn't like the sentiment of them. Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
Yeah, he's skipping completely number 145.
Yeah, a couple of them he skipped. He skipped a couple of them because he doesn't like the
content.
He doesn't think that the content is appropriate towards women. I'm like, how can you not love this man more?
My Mistress's Eyes or Nothing Like the Sun. That one he's skipping.
Yeah. I love that. He's just a sweet, sweet man, and I just love him forever and a day. Actually,
so people are talking about. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Your mother speaking.
My mother, Judy Myron, is my mother, and apparently I had a. Oh yes, I had a biker in tears. I also had my father in tears after Footloose is what allowed me to have long hair. Actually, this is totally true. When I was in high school, my father, who was a Marine from Vietnam, he said, you can't have long hair. And I said, and because he didn't want any of us to have long hair, my brother Tony, the eldest, had long hair, and he kind of kept it as a little bit of a rat's nest. It was, as a teenager, didn't do such a great job with it, but my hair was growing out, and I really liked it. And my father said, well, you have to cut your hair. And I lied right to my father's face. And I said, no, I can't cut my hair until after the production because I got the part with this long hair. And it has to, and I have to keep it. And my father, being a very smart man, said, "You're full of it, but very well, after it's over, then you're going to cut your hair." And I said,
so
fine.
The minister in Footloose had long hair.
So in this version, yeah, in the version that we did, the stage version, which actually is that was around for a while, the stage version of Footloose, and the whole thing with Reverend Shaw Moore, if you don't remember the original movie or have ever seen the play, like the 5 people who saw the play, he loses his son. Basically because of all of this, they were drinking and dancing in a car and they crashed, and that's how it all happened. And so there's this one scene in the play where he's singing about being tormented. It's I Confess is the name of it, and he's basically asking God to help him try to raise a daughter and be a spiritual leader and, regret his son's death. Like he could have done something. It's a beautiful scene. I really do. I really loved it. Doing it, even in high school. And then after we were done, my father comes up to me, and my parents always saw the shows, they've always been very supportive. My father comes up to me afterwards and he's got tears in his eyes and he holds my head. And he says, "I'm never going to ask you to cut your hair ever again."
Oh, very nice. And
that was the turning point. And I'm not, it was one of those moments where it was like, oh, okay, that, this, and that's also, it's a weird random thing about what theater can do and what you can express with it. And apparently I had expressed something that turned my father on a dime at that moment. So there it was. So that's how I have my long hair and still do to this day.
That's wonderful. Now, we have spent nearly 25 minutes riffing, and then we talked about Footloose, and it led into a very lovely talk about your father and what theatre can also do. to the human heart, but we have talked precious little about you and what you're up to.
Sitting here. No, I am doing much like you are, only less successfully. Desperately
Please.
to put out as much content digitally as possible. And so that includes the GreenWolf podcast, which I've got to get you on here and we've got to talk. It's an audio podcast. So he's going to be able to.
And you and people can support that by going to patreon.com/GreenWolfcast.
That's right. If you want to support that, we also have magic teaching videos on there for people who are Patreons. We also release extra episodes just for Patreons subscribers, and all kinds of other little videos we put up there and things like that. But also the podcast you can just find on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all those things, and just subscribe to it. We've got 4 episodes right now. We've got another 2 coming out this week. So really it's going to be a lot of us talking and chatting and stuff. And then of course,
and that's what actually this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was originally designed to be the way to get me to make my podcast more consistently. And then Apple Podcast, there was a glitch with it. And so the episodes weren't uploading. Because I was taking the audio from this and putting it over there. But I'm going to be dropping, I think, like 15 episodes on them in the next day.
That's what they get. That's what they get. You get another 7.5 hours of content or 1 Joe Rogan Experience show. That's what you get, Apple. There you go.
When he has Kevin Smith on, it becomes a 3-part extravaganza. It's
amazing. I love it so much.
I love his Kevin Smith episodes.
Oh, Kevin Smith. I could listen to Kevin expound all he was one of my influences early on for just the way that he wanted to make things with his friends and he wanted to create his thing. And if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. And that's how I got, this is definitely, some people are going to like this and some people are going to absolutely abhor it. And that's fine too. You probably wear a red hat and I don't like you.
I wear a red hat sometimes, but it says Gryffindor on it. So
I am also a Gryffindor.
Remember this Saturday then, May 2nd, it's the 22nd anniversary, people, of the Battle of Hogwarts. So remember, wands up for Colin Creevey.
So many things.
Wands up.
Poor buggers. So many. We lost so many. So many good people.
I mean, Remus Lupin. I mean,
I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. It's
Lavender Brown.
It was difficult. I mean, I survived, but it was really by the skin of my teeth.
I was amazed at how you went toe to toe with a werewolf. That was impressive.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I was very upset, and the general reason why I was so upset was that I'm a Weasley descendant. Like I'm second removed.
I didn't know that you were related to the Weasleys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a family photo of us. I'll find an older picture of me with the rest of the Weasleys, and but we, it was really upsetting just because I couldn't save everybody, and I think at the end of the day, we really wanted to save all of them, and you just, I don't know. I did what I can. You do what you can in these times. All right.
Yeah, you do. But remember, Battle of Hogwarts 22nd anniversary coming up this Saturday.
Yeah.
And then possibly to get superseded by May the 4th on Monday. I mean,
all of this is really, I'd like to think that I'm kicking it all off with my birthday on Friday, May 1st. So
I know. Happy birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, I thank you.
Happy
I wanted
early
to spend
natal day.
my pre-birthday day with you and all of your listeners and watchers.
Thank you. You should party crash tomorrow night's Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour then.
Oh, that sounds delightful. I might not do it, and that's wonderful.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. You can find Daniel GreenWolf on all the places. GreenWolfMagic.com, CelticMagicShow.com, because he doesn't have enough .coms for himself. Facebook.com/Daniel GreenWolf, Facebook.com/GreenWolfMagic, Twitter.com/Daniel GreenWolf, Instagram.com/Daniel GreenWolf. Are you detecting a theme here? YouTube.com/Daniel GreenWolf. Go find him and follow him on all of the things.
Please.
Oh my gosh, Daniel, I hope you're going to come back and do the show just so we can keep riffing on things that have nothing to do with us.
We've got, I easily have another 4 hours in me of topics that mean nothing. So, and that's before we even start. We didn't even talk about what coffee we were drinking. That, you know, I just.
What coffee are you drinking? I want to get a coffee sponsor on here at some point.
You do. Well,
what coffee are you drinking?
I'm drinking Community King Cake flavored coffee.
Community coffee is very good.
Community is very good, and it's very focused down in the South. Particularly, I fell in love with it when we were visiting New Orleans last year.
As did I, yes.
And it was absolutely. And then I found out you could order the flavors online. And
there are 2 community coffee locations in the greater New Orleans area, in Hammond and Mandeville specifically, that because of the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, when I walk in, they just comp me my coffee.
Oh, stop it.
It's amazing.
That might be the one reason I'd want to perform at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival among anything else, that right there, to be able to go there.
And oh my, and then of course there's the Café du Monde, their version of the French roast, which has chicory, and so good.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, not the biggest fan of the Café du Monde coffee. I'm not. I've had so many. When I was down there were so many really great coffees and chais down there. Generally I prefer chai when I can, but there were so many beautiful coffees down there. The Café du Monde was okay. It was all right. Yeah. I liked it, but it wasn't.
I love it. I love Southern style coffee. I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things. But that being said, I also love like Green Mountain coffee, as in like the really good coarse ground Green Mountain, not even just in the Cape Pods or something.
Love New England blends. I am indeed. Yeah. There is a difference, and people don't always realize that, and they really should.
It's great. But Daniel GreenWolf, thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I would go forever on this, except I also have a hard out. I have to go do a thing over in my running group.
Can you just say that again for me? Can you just say it slower? You have a hard out?
Oh yeah, I have a hard out.
Is a hard out, everybody. Yeah, he does. So that's for them. That's for your audience. Someone said keep it PG. We have no intention of that at all.
Oh, I have every intention. I am the #1 family-friendly rated show by Renaissance Magazine and the Renaissance Festival Podcast.
Why is it I never won that award? I won Solo Variety Act 5 years in a row, back when the award system wasn't insane and a weird technical glitch. But why did I never win Children's Performer? I will never know. Maybe because I kick children? I don't know. But the point is, I'm upset.
Because of the technical glitches, I have won awards in categories like come in second place that I have no reason being in, such as favorite musical stage act.
Yeah.
And members of Chaste Treasure was so angry at me. It's like I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I would have.
And knowing my fans, a lot of them probably voted for me in that category because they're like, "Oh, that's funny."
I would want to win Best Joust if that was the case. That was
that's what the Jackdaws and I want to do. We want to get second Best Joust in the Pacific Northwest. We want to be ultra specific with this.
Nice.
And just get people to vote for us there. But
right. You've got to go,
my friend. I love you.
Get out of here.
I do. I am getting out of here. Let's end the show right now. Friends, make sure you go over and support Daniel GreenWolf at his Patreon. Patreon.com/thegreenwolfcast. Patreon.com/greenwolfcast. And if you've enjoyed this show half as much as I've enjoyed doing it with you, then I've obviously enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And that's called math. Now, whatever you feel the show was worth, a 1, a 5, a 10, or a 50, you can be in my next show. Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. Go to the Indiegogo link listed here in the show notes. Come and join us. But if you want to throw money into my tip jar, go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. Coffee.com, you can buy me a cup of coffee. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. You can also commission me to write you a personalized sonnet over there. And go to patreon.com/Shakespeare to become a recurring supporter of the show. Friends, I get to do this because of you. And you give me one of the greatest, weirdest jobs in all the world. And before we go, I want to share something with you that is a little weird. It's a little bit different. It's certainly outside of my comfort. But James Corden does it, so why not me? So, friends, wherever you are, I love you. And good night. Here we go. Lay by my side and we'll sail away, off to the shores of another day. All set to go once I hear you say, good night, my friend, until the morning. Up we will float as we close our eyes. Stars all around us like fireflies. Just me and you drifting through the skies. Good night, my friend. Not a thought, not a care. Resting safe and sound with each other there. And so we'll rock on our nighttime ride, cozy and warm on the rolling tide, till we arrive on the morning side, our journey's end. Good night, sleep tight, we're gonna be alright. Good night, my friend. Good night, everybody. I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection. And see you soon. Bye-bye.